हाथ लगा के रखना सर। आप भी आ जाओ। एक बार आप जल्दी आइए।
To the dignitaries of the occasion. Please kindly be seated. To one and all present here, I, Komil Vadva, deem it a proud privilege to extend a convivial welcome to one and all present over here to witness the august event of the Constitution Day and the valediction of Fit India Week on the occasion of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Far from the movements of nostalgia, echoes the perennial toil of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the father of our Indian Constitution. Today, 26th November, marks the 131st birth anniversary of B.R. Ambedkar, which is celebrated as Samvidhan Divas or Constitution Day and also known as the National Law Day. On this august occasion, I amplify my sincere gratification to all the stakeholders of LRTAV for unfolding the message of fitness mantras and spreading the pious dreams of the iconic leader, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. A ray of light is a ray of hope. It is the mark of our undying tradition. Now we will have our auspicious lamp lighting ceremony as a tribute to commemorate the 131st birth anniversary of B.R. Ambedkar. And for this, may I humbly request all the dignitaries of the occasion to do us the honor. Please sir, please ma'am. May I now request the dignitaries to pay floral tribute to the father of our Indian Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. may I now request the dignitaries to pay floral tribute to the father of our Indian Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Truly believe that service to mankind is service to God. So, being proud Javians, let's applaud the glory of this culture. May I humbly request you all to rise up for the DAV Gun.
अविरल निर्मल सलिल सदय ज्ञान प्रदायिनी ज्योतिर्मय हो चहु दिशि उद्घोष अभय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय प्रबल प्रवाहमयी नित नूतन जीवन दायिनी सदा सनातन वेद प्रणीता परम पुनीता हे धारा अक्षय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय दयानंद से प्रेम भक्ति ले हंसराज से त्याग शक्ति ले धर्म भक्ति का राष्ट्र शक्ति का हो दिन मान उदय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय सुख समृद्धि इसकी लहरें प्रेम शांति इसके तट ठहरे सघन शांतिमय प्रबल क्रांतिमय लिए अटल निश्चय दिए विजय जय दिए विजय जय
Once again, a delightful morning to one and all present over here. It is indeed an ardent pleasure to introduce the esteemed guest of today's occasion, Lieutenant Colonel Umesh Marwa sir, Commanding Officer, 4th Odisha NCC Cuttack. Sir is a mechanical engineer and has a specialization in Bofors guns. He was an alumnus of Indian Military Academy. Reverend Sir has completed 24 years of his dignified service, 4 tenures in Jammu and Kashmir in CI operation and 2 tenures in Northeast and high altitude terrain. Lieutenant Colonel was a part of Operation Vijay, Operation Parakram, Operation Rakshak and Operation Falcon. Previously, he was in 51st Army Base workshop looking after the army equipments like tanks, radars, guns, etc. Sir, LRDAV is honored to find your worthy presence among us here. We are equally delighted to have the presence of Sir's worthy better half, respected Mrs. Sonali Malwa Madam. Madam Marwa is an educationist and is having 15 years of experience. Ma'am, we are delighted to have you among us today. We are also delighted to have among us respected Naib Subedar Mahipal Singh Ji. Sir, we welcome you to our institution. On this blissful occasion, I deem it my proud privilege to apprise that our school has celebrated its 25 glorious years in the last year. I may now take this opportunity to brief a few glimpses of scholastic and co-scholastic achievements of our esteemed alma mater. For the kind perusal of the dignified guest of the occasion, I may apprise that LRDAV Public School was fortunate enough to produce the national topper in CBSE Class 10 board exam in the year 2000. Our worthy student, Ipshita Patnaik, had fetched us the rarest laurel coming out first in this prestigious examination with an aggregate of 98.8%. The school has created its own identity in the arena of modern education by giving out commendable results every year and being placed in the outstanding zone that is above 80% of the school average in the last 5 years. Our results have always been par excellence in illustrated entrance examinations like KVPY, IIT, NEET, JEE Main, NTSE, IISER, NISER, and so on. Our prodigious champ, Master Sambhav Mishra, has made us profoundly proud by notching up rank 1 in CIS International Mission and being conferred with most prestigious designation of FRAS, Fellowship of Royal Asiatic Society, by virtue of his unmatching innovativeness and ingenuity. So you will be glad to know that not only in academics, but our singing sensations, Master Aryan Das and Miss Chelsea Beura, have proved their mettle in being placed among the top 10 finalists in Indian Idol Season 6 and 11 respectively. Our institution has also produced outstanding sportspersons in the state as well as national level. Despite numerous constraints like lack of playground, our school has been adding feathers to the cap in the field of sports. Though we had the inception of NCC a few years back, one of our students, Master Satya Sarup Biswal, has successfully represented RDC parade in the year 2018-19 in order to create a positive vibe for joining Defence Force. LRDAV has bagged the runners-up trophy for 2 consecutive years in DAV Cluster Zone 1 and Zone 2 athletic meet. Not to forget that our school has bagged the maximum medals in CBSE clusters in the year 2018-19. Utkalika Priyadarshini has brought laurels to our school by winning gold in shot put and a bronze in discus in DAV national level sports event in the year 2013. We feel elated to inform you that one of our alumni of our school, Master Ram Narayan Puhan, after completing his NDA, is serving as a captain in Indian Naval Service. After getting success in different competitive examinations, we got strongly motivated to provide training to our NDA aspirants, and ours is the first educational institution in the city to set up a batch including 50% of girls by imparting extra guidance and coaching for the dignified NDA examination. Our prime focus has always been empowering girl children and help them excel not only in scholastic but also in co-scholastic fields. Many girl students are keenly interested in joining Girls Wing of NCC with a praiseworthy aspiration to be trained and groomed for Indian Defence Forces. And here I may take the opportunity of putting forth a humble request on behalf of the entire LRDAV fraternity before our esteemed guest of this lustrous morning to empower our girls by doing the needful. Thank you so much, sir. May I now request Reverend Principal, sir, to kindly come and present the welcome address and also take the Constitution pledge.
A very good pleasant morning to one and all present in this special occasion. So, honorable guest of the day, Lieutenant Colonel Umesh Marwaji, Madam Sonali Marwaji, the NCC officer, the NCC officer of this LRDAV, the supervisors and the teachers and my loving children. Really, today will be a memorable day for the Lajpat Rai DAV Public School because we are having Lieutenant Colonel Umesh Marwaji. Just before, the small brief about the sir was narrated. That is the small glimpses I can say about his career. Sir is the background of engineering. You got to know, and now he is in the defense. Sir, on behalf of LRDAV, I welcome you on this special occasion. And simultaneously, we are very fortunate to have the better half of Marwa sir, that is Madam Sonali Marwa. I have discussed with the last 5 minutes in my chamber, and really I am delighted. She is a very, very good educationist and a trainer of all the principals. And she is the principal of one of the ideal schools in Virat. Madam, really, we are adding our honor by having you in this campus. So on this special occasion, I was welcome. So my dear students, as you know, the Fit India movement of the LRDAV is going on. And today is the concluding day. And we should know about the essence of the sports activities that we are getting. And today, the students, those are sitting in front of me, they are taking the training of this NDA. And I will request sir and madam both, they will give some hints that how will make your career as a defense. So without wasting the time, so I am eagerly waiting to listen from the sir and madam so that it will be the memorable day for us, for you and for everyone of the LRDAV. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom. Now, it's my pleasure to call upon stage respected Nirmala Madam to share her ignited mind. Please, ma'am.
Law makes a man disciplined and civilized. A very good morning to one and all. Honorable guest of the day, esteemed principal sir, respected supervisors, respected teachers, and my dear children. We all are gathered here, you all know that, to celebrate the Constitution Day. Actually, the Government of India announced 26th November as the Constitution Day from 2015. 2015 was the 125th birth anniversary of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Children, you all more or less know about the father of our Constitution, the architect of our Constitution, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. You can see the photos over here. So, 26th November, we all are observing as Constitution Day. We have been observing this day since 2015. Our Honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi, made the declaration on 11th October 2015 while laying the foundation stone of B.R. Ambedkar's Statue of Equality Memorial in Mumbai. Constitution Day or Samvidhan Divas, also known as National Law Day, is celebrated in India on 26th November every year to commemorate the adoption of the Constitution of India. The year of 2021 is the 131st birth anniversary of B.R. Ambedkar ji, who had chaired the drafting commission of the Constituent Assembly and played a pivotal role in the drafting of the Constitution. Previously, this day was celebrated as the Law Day. Constitution in simple language, children, you all know that it's a book of law, which contains many features, many guidelines, many principles, rules and regulations are there. And being the citizen of India, it is our prime duty and responsibility to obey these laws. And you all know that ours is a very vast country. We are following diverse religions. We are speaking different languages. We are having different cultures, traditions. So one uniform law that should be maintained. For this purpose, the eminent frameworks of Constituent Assembly, starting from Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, B.R. Ambedkar ji, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, then next is our Sarojini Naidu, all have spent so many days to frame this constitution. After much discussions, deliberations, our constitution adopted on 26th November 1949 but came into effect on 26th November 1950. Every year we are celebrating, not only we, all the government offices, then educational institutions, schools and colleges are observing this occasion with great pomp and joy. Schools are conducting quiz, debates, slogan writings, all these things to only remember our past glory. And children, see, we all will expect all these things from you people. Unless you be disciplined, unless you will not obey the rules, regulations, then how you will shoulder the responsibility of our country, because you are the future citizens of our country. Okay, our society expects many more things from you people. So for this, B.R. Ambedkar ji said that political democracy can only be possible if we will strengthen the social democracy. So here I will read out the quote of this great, eminent and the architect of our constitution. Political democracy cannot last unless there lies at the base of its social democracy. What does social democracy mean? It means a way of life which recognizes liberty, equality, fraternity as the principles of life. With this beautiful quote, now
it's my pleasure to inform you all that a Fit India poster making competition was conducted among the students of standard 7 and 8, and now it's time to give away the prizes to the winners. And for this, may I humbly request the dignitaries to do us the honor. Please sir, please ma'am. Patro of standard 7A. A huge round of applause. Congratulations, dear. Children, please keep on clapping for them. Second prize has been backed by Kalpita Singh of Standard 7A. Congratulations, Kalpita. And the first prize has been backed by Rajeshwari Mahapatro of Standard 8A. Congratulations, dear. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. May I humbly request respected Sonali Maharwa, madam, to kindly address the gathering. Please, ma'am.
I have 2 lines from you.
And I'm really delighted to see all of you here. I'm sure you're a very well united crowd sitting out here, very well motivated. I have been in education for the past 16 years and I have met varied kind of students. Let me say from nursery to the children who are passing out from their colleges, professional colleges. So I have been departing basically soft skill training to all the students, and a lot of my students have got very well placed. So it will be a pleasure for me to come and meet you sometime when we have time or you're running some workshops in the school so that I can take you through a workshop on personality development. Today especially we are here to get motivated to join and serve our country, join the defense. So I request my husband to guide you there. But for the personality development, I'll be there and more than happy to help you out.
Okay, reminded me of my, pledge at IMA when I was passing out. So we'll start off the constitutional pledge. I, as a citizen of India, affirm my faith in the universal principle of civilized society, namely that every dispute between citizens, groups, institutions, or organizations of citizens should be settled by peaceful means and in view of the growing danger to the integrity and unity of the country. I hereby pledge myself never to resort to physical violence in the case of any dispute, whether in my neighborhood or any part of India. Jai Hind.
Please be seated still. Sir, this is the most awaited moment and we have been waiting to listen to you. May I humbly request sir to kindly come and address the august gathering.
Okay. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, that's the way. I've just written down a few points so that I don't forget anything. Firstly, I would like to convey my good wishes on the Constitution Day and what I illustrious, record of the school that I heard from the ma'am out here. And for your information, your ANO, Mr. Chatri approached me about 2 days back regarding opening up a girls' wing. So I had consulted my higher headquarters. We'll be opening up a naval wing out here very soon. So that will comprise of the naval cadets, both for the girls as well as for the boys. So we'll very soon come up with whites out here, other than the browns out here. Congratulations. So I was told to motivate the cadets and inform them about joining NDA, which I'll do subsequently a small presentation about 20-25 slides I've made. I'll just show it. As far as my motivation is concerned, so I would like to begin with a famous saying by a co-student of mine from IMA, Captain Manoj Kumar Pandey, Paramveer Chakra posthumously. If death strikes before I prove my blood, I promise I'll kill death. And he really did it. At the outset, I would like to express my deep sense of honor and gratitude to Shri Niranjan Soin, Principal, staff and my dear students of Lajpat Rai DAV Public School for extending me an opportunity to share my few lines with you all on culmination of Fit India Week. Fit India movement was launched on 29th August 2019 by our Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji under the aegis of Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, with a view to make fitness an integral part of our daily lives. I wish to truly compliment you all for spreading the fitness mantra in sync with Honorable PM by organizing the Fit India Week. Very well done. The mission of the movement is to bring about behavioral changes and move towards a more physically active lifestyle with punchline, fitness ki dose, आधा घंटा हर रोज. At NCC Cuttack, Fit India 2.0 run kicked off from the birthplace of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose at Uriya Bazaar, prominently known as Janki Nath Bhavan, on 13th August 2021. And subsequently, a series of events like cyclathon, rangoli, poem and essay writing etc. were organized. Friends, today I shall be sharing with you a small presentation on various opportunities available for you all to join the armed forces and serve the motherland. As you all are aware, Indian Defence Forces comprises of Indian Army, Navy and Air Force. Joining the Army is possible both after school as well as your graduation. Now I will show you a small presentation. Since I am representing NCC, I'll just show you what all kind of adventure being in NCC you can do. Firstly, the vision of NCC. The vision of NCC is to empower volunteer youth to become potential leaders and responsible citizens of the country. And also to develop leadership and character qualities, mold discipline and nurture social integration and cohesion through multifaceted programs conducted in a military environment. Various adventure activities, since you are all ignited minds with a lot of josh and motivation in you. You can do mountaineering, you can do trekking, cycling, parasailing, rowing, kayaking, sailing, rock climbing, shooting and microlight flying. Now, I'll just, because I belong to Indian Army, so I'll just, show you or I will tell you about how to join Indian Army. Indian Army is nation's pride, the ultimate, tool of security. A very famous saying by the Sher Shah. All of you have seen movie Sher Shah? Yes. Okay. My son has also seen it, and he's seen it for 10 times. And he's so motivated that he really wants to join Army. And the other day he was telling me, won't you feel proud if I also join the forces the way you have? Ye dil maange more. So Indian Army is just not a career, it's a way of life. You are an officer, and you're an officer and a gentleman for life. Difficult will be done immediately. Impossible might take some little more time. Okay, life in Army is full of action, full of professional growth, both when you join and after you have joined. It's full of adventure, you see the entire country, and you can go abroad, you can see the entire world. You've got a lifestyle which goes on from you to your family, and you've got a status in the society where everybody looks up to you, and you've got so many achievers. You live with courage. You lead from front, you lead from men from front. You command men in battle. There's a camaraderie, both during the service and even after service. State-of-the-art technology. Life in Army during no war period is to assist people during peacetime activities with relief measures, environmental protection and socially benefiting activities. Did you hear about what happened in Jammu and Kashmir when there was an earthquake or there were floods? Army was there to extricate people out from all the difficulties. And once you are in army, there are a lot of adventure. You can, do mountaineering. You can do the car and the motorcycle rally. You can do white water rafting, scuba diving, hot air ballooning, ocean sailing, aero sports, water sports. If you love adventure, you can do, free fall dive from the chopper. You can do horse riding. You can do, kicking. A lot of army, jawans and officers are there representing India in various Olympics. Adventure and sports, part of your life. And you live life king size. You enjoy while you work. These are some of the achievers. Late Shri Milkha Singh, he was a ex-EME. Then you've got Vikram Batra, the lady with a cap, she's just retired few days back. I saw her as a colonel when I was posted in Ranchi. Mrs. Kanitkar, she's one of the leading nephrologists of India. Jal Thamaiya, Neeraj Chopra, are you aware of Neeraj Chopra? Yes, sir. He's the gold medalist winner, he's an army chap. Well, Rajvardhan Singh Rathore, he is presently, a MP from Rajasthan, and he is there in the committee which is, into overhauling the NCC. Mr. Gopinath, he is one of the leaders who is into the aviation industry. Okay, various arms and services. I would just like to apprise you. We've got the infantry, the fighting arm, the queen of the army. The Thunder, Armored Corps, they just give so much of jerk when they come on the ground. The mechanized infantry. Artillery, the gods of war. Got the Corps of Engineers who are into, doing the operational construction, the bridges, the laying of the tracks, removing the minefields. You've got the Army Air Defense, which take care of the sky. The Corps of Electronics and Mechanical Engineers, from where I come from, responsible for the upkeep and fighting fit condition of the entire equipment of Indian Army. The Corps of Signals, responsible for the entire communication. The Army Service Corps, responsible for the stomach part of the Indian Army, providing all the rations at the right time, at the right place. The Army Ordnance Corps, mainly responsible for the ammunition, the weapons, and the spares for the Indian Army. The Army Aviation Corps, where you can, if you join Army, you can become a flyer, you can fly choppers, which probably after leaving Army also you can do as a commercial pilot. Okay, now how to join Army? What are the options available for you after 12th? Because you all are probably passing out from 12th out here, so you should be knowing what all options are available to you. So, it's a gateway to Indian Defence, 12th class. You can join the National Defence Academy at Pune. You can join as a technical entry scheme. This is the best scheme, what I feel, where you become an engineer at the cost of the state after 12th. You don't need to spend even a single pie once you have joined the technical entry scheme. Or you can join as a biology student at AFMC to do your MBBS. Now I'll talk about the National Defence Academy. Educational qualification required is 10+2 with physics, maths for Air Force and Navy. But for Army, the arts graduates can also join. Sorry, the arts pass out from the class 12th. Age limit is between 16.5 years to 19.5 years. Notification, it comes into the newspaper twice in a year, June and December. you come for a UPSC entrance exam, which is one of the most toughest exams, the 7th or 8th toughest exam in the world. You qualify that, you come for a SSB, selection. That's a procedure, a 5-day procedure. You qualify in SSB, you come for medical, then a merit list is prepared. You get selected, you come for a 3 years, credit training at NDA, which is a combined training for the Naval, the Air Force and the Army. And once you pass out, then you go for a 1-year training at IMA, 1-year training at Indian Naval Academy, and 1-year training at the Air Force Academy. And finally, you come out with the flying colors as a commissioned officer. Once you are in your final year at IMA, you start getting the stipend. So you earn your pocket money once you are, in the final year of your academy, and you are care of the government of India after that. The TES entry is for the 10+2, the science graduates, for the science pass outs with 10+2, 70% PCM. Age limit same as NDA. Notification twice, May/June and then October/November. You forward your application, then you come for SSB, you come for medical, then you go for a year of training at OTA Gaya. Then 3 years of training, depending upon which kind of stream you are taking, maybe signals or engineers or EME, each at Pune, MAU and MCME. Then you pass out from OTA and then you become an officer. You get a BTech degree from JNU. So this is just a start point. What I want to tell you all is that once you get a BTech degree, maybe after 2 or 3 years of service, you can apply for MTech also. You can apply as a medical student, you can apply for super specialization and super specialization. So Army is, or the Defense Forces is the only career which actually, gives you an opportunity to learn while you earn. Even if you're a student, you will still be earning your, salary and you will be studying at the cost of the state. The Armed Forces Medical College, AFMC, we have got the best of the, medical professionals from the AFMC. Well, chemistry, bio, PCM with 60%, PCB basically with 60% marks, age between 70 to 22 years. Notification comes once a year after you have given your 12th exams. You sit for the NEET written exam, you get a score sheet, get onto the AFMC screening interview, then you select medical, there's a merit list, and then if you are selected, you go for a 4 years AFMC Pune, and then you get commissioned as a doctor in Army, Air Force or Navy medical branch. I'm through with whatever I have to say. For it tomorrow, we gave out today. Indian Army, the nation's pride. The choice is yours. Join Army, Air Force or Navy. Jai Hind. I would like to, give applause to the entire principal, to the principal, staff and the students for organizing Fit India Week. Abhi, I would request you to, give a round of applause. Okay, finally I would like to conclude now. An officer in the Indian Defence Forces inherits glorious heritage and timeless traditions, blended perfectly with the latest technology in the field of management, engineering and medical sciences. It offers golden opportunity to be part of the world's finest army and get trained not only to be an officer but also a gentleman for life. While going through your school magazine, KSP 2020, I came across an excellent article, The Ultimate Motivation for the Life, written by Ayushman Maji. You read that? Any one of you? No? Okay, I read it. Motivation is a very critical facet of Indian Army soldier who is infused by a set of values that make the soldier willingly face a plethora of challenges and and difficulties when the call may come to give the ultimate sacrifice in the service of the nation. A job with Defence Forces is just not a job, it's a way of life. A way which offers you the best in lifestyle, be it the social interaction, finest clubs, golf courses, medical facilities, adventure and sports, etc. Defence Forces have it all. In fact, you are paid to lead a healthy life in a healthy environment. I would conclude with the Fit India punchline, fitness ki dose, आधा घंटा हर रोज. जय हिंद.
I request you to please be on the stage. So please be on the stage. Thank you so much for motivating our students for such a beautiful presentation.
Now I would request Naib Subedar Mahipal Singh to carry on the next activity, and it should be full of Josh. Okay? You know what is Josh? Yes, sir. How's the Josh? Yes, how's the Josh? Yes, good. Okay.
सारे खड़े हो जाइए. अभी 3 बार भारत माता की जय और 3 बार 4 CTC NCC की जय. जय जो होगा ये, और आवाज बुलंद, शेर की दहाड़ की तरह आवाज होनी चाहिए. ओके?
शोएन सर के पुराने स्कूल तक आवाज आनी चाहिए.
चलो रेडी. भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय, 4 CTC NCC की जय, 4 CTC NCC की जय, 4 CTC NCC की जय. गुड.
Thank you so much, sir. The Josh is really high, as I can see. Sir, I request you to please come on the stage, and I would also like to request Madam Sonali Mahava to please join us on the stage. May I now request Reverend Principal Sir to kindly felicitate the dignitaries as a small token of love and respect on behalf of the entire LRDAV fraternity.
Very small token of love.
For the entire LRDB family to find you both over here today. May I now request the esteemed dignitaries to kindly proceed for lowering of the flag, for the Fit India flag.
Principal sir.
Sir, I request you to please be here. We would also like to felicitate Naib Subedar Mahipal Singh Ji. Now I request the esteemed dignitaries to kindly move on for lowering of the Fit India flag.
Ever Principal Sir, esteemed Chief Guest of the occasion, respected Supervisor and my dear students, I, Ashok Kumar Nanda, deem it a privilege to propose few words of gratitude on the occasion. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to respected Colonel Umesh Malwa Sir ji and Madam ji and Mahipal Singh ji. Thank you, sir, for being with us today. I would like to take this worthy opportunity to thank Revered Principal Sir for his all-time support and encourages us. I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all my beloved students. I would like to thank all the supervisors, entire physical education department, IT department, and all my worthy colleagues for their handwork and dedication. Thank you all.